Suspend your disbelief for a brief moment, adventurer. The world has changed since the war, the Dragon War, a war between felines and dragons. Only by the grace of the godcats did we manage to escape with our tails. At our lowest, most vulnerable point in battle, a few brave cats stepped up to defend the last hundreds of troops. The dragon blood. These cats, they were able to muster their courage and fight the dragons. Something not one of us could do. We rallied behind them as we could to not but cheer for them. Our weapons ineffective, our powers diminished. We lay down our weapons at the last moments of battle and scattered.
Andy, what are you doing?
Oh, we're supposed to review Cat Quest.
Okay.
And, well, after reading your notes, I found something strange about the review. You don't talk about the story too much.
Well, yeah, there isn't much of it there. There's brief developments in the story during the 3 dragon fights, but there isn't any real development until the final battle.
Yeah, that's most games. I just thought I'd fill in the bits we'll never know, and the game was too lazy to tell us.
Maybe the sequel?
Mobile games don't get sequels.
But this one wasn't exclusive to mobile devices. It came out on all the current-gen consoles and Steam in the fall.
In no universe does that make it better.
I guess you're right. Let's get to the review then.
Yep. Here is our review of the Switch version of Cat Quest. Also, spoiler warning for anyone who cares about the story.
Cat Quest is an RPG game that came out for mobile devices, Steam, Xbox, PS4, and the Switch in the fall of 2017. It follows the adventure of a cat who is trying to save his sister from the evil Dracoth. The game makes a joke about the generic presentation of the villain, but joking about it doesn't really make it better.
True, but pointing out the joke doesn't make it better either. Anyway, the game starts out with Dracoth stealing the hero's sister from his boat, then destroying it with him on it. As you float on the wreckage, a mysterious symbol appears on the back of the protagonist's head, indicating that he is a special cat. He is a dragon blood.
Dragon bloods are cats with abilities to fight dragons. This ability is rare and important, the game will go on to tell you, as none of the cats you meet besides Dracoth is a dragon blood.
That's not a spoiler. That's obvious. He is able to summon and control dragons. So, 2 and 2.
Yes, as the scene fades out, a small blue creature flies to the protagonist. The scene fades to the hero waking up and the blue thing revealing itself as Spiri, a guardian spirit. This annoying creature is our protagonist's voice because he never speaks. He doesn't even have a name. Andy, we must give him a name befitting him.
It must be something generic, something repetitive.
Something that shows laziness in design, but strength in illustration.
I've got it!
It's gotta be...
Lothar! Never mind, yours is better.
Awesome. Spirit guides Dave to a nearby town, then to an arcane temple, then to a bigger town for the tutorial. You learn how to attack, how to dodge, and how to use magic all within a minute if you're quick about it.
Only issue here is you gotta fight a dragon, and dragons are pretty powerful in this game. So you do, and you win! Big surprise, right? You then get praise until this king guy shows up and tells everyone to go home. Turns out he's cursed, and you can uncurse him through later side quests, but we just don't care.
Spiri then tells you to go to a cave, then stops to tell you to defeat all the monsters in the cave. So you do, and then Spiri tells you to go outside. And there's the cat that kidnapped your sister. He then takes you on a tour of the 2 towns you've been to tell you that he's terrorized them with his mighty powers, until he stops to provide you with your mission for the entire game.
Find his 3 dragons, defeat his 3 dragons, then defeat him. Basically become powerful enough to fight him again for real so you can get your sister back. This is not as difficult as you may think when it's first presented to you because there are many caves and caverns in which you can fight enemies and level up. This means you don't have to fight the forest enemies wandering around the map all the time. I mean, you can, but wouldn't you rather be in a cavern with chests and monsters? Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
You will have to bother with side quests at some point because they provide you with tons of experience and money which serve you for leveling up, obviously. Also, you can buy chests from this blacksmith. The chests in this game might provide you with a new weapon, hat, or armor, but if you get a duplicate, the original gets powered up. This is a nice use of duplicate armors and weapons that prevents the need to groan when you get a duplicate. Instead, you could just have a stronger square sword, or a stronger... wow, crappy sword. Thanks, game.
We commend them for the use of duplicate items, and for the illustration of this game. Those are the only 2 good parts of this game. The rest is fine, but it's not revolutionary. It does nothing wrong, but it won't wow you. This is a game better suited for wasting time rather than devoting time to.
If you really want to power up though, you'll need some time because you gotta do side quests, and this is where the game begins to show its true, repetitive nature. Side quests consist of very few steps. Go to area, discover thing is not in that area. New path to cave, clear cave, discover thing is not in the cave, exit cave and find thing. Side quests will consist of all 6 or any variation of the 6 steps I listed to create repetitive and somewhat boring side quests. Most adventure games consist of a few side quest types that involve defeating an enemy, protecting an NPC, an escort mission, something, but Cat Quest forgoes all of that for the repetitive side quest formula.
Come on, you can't knock them for not having escort missions. How much better would this game be with an escort mission?
At least we would get some variety in the side quests.
True, but you would probably hate this game if the only variation in side quests it had were some escort missions.
True, and through these side quests you can learn some hints to the story of this land. One side quest points to Speary being the spirit of the very first cat who could speak language, another is incomplete because Slashy Hero isn't available on the Switch yet, another is just flat out incomplete. Also, this cave right here that requires you to be level 200, you could beat it at level 90 without too many issues. Just have your ice and spike trap spells ready to slow down and lull your enemies into a trap.
If you can beat the highest level cave at level 90, then what replay value does this game have?
Close to none. I'll tell you why after we discuss the ending.
Sounds fair. So you beat the 3 dragons, along the way earning the ability to walk on water and to fly, which is weird, and then you go after Dracoth. He plays some illusion games with you before telling you to go to the Dragon Void for the final battle. Intertwined in the final battle, you receive the final bits of story. Dracoth required you to get stronger so he could defeat you in battle and use your soul to summon his master back to life. His master is obviously a human named Alias. Alius, Alus. However the florp you say his name.
Alias is a master who gave dragon magic to the cats, thereby making them dragon blood. It doesn't necessarily make him evil, but the 3 other masters sealed him away in the Zero Dimension, where Dracoth wants to revive him from. Also, you find out your sister wasn't real the whole time, she was just an illusion. She was used as bait to make you get stronger so he could kill you.
As far as MacGuffin reveals go, that was bad. Also, Speary was working against you too. It was goading you to get stronger to help in Dracoth's plan as well. But that doesn't matter because you become friends with it in the end. This RPG story has been shaved down to its core at this point. It's hard to care about any of these characters as you beat down Dracoth. He goes through a few forms before submitting and telling you that even if he dies, Alias will still be revived. So, your actions throughout the entire game were absolutely pointless.
Your sister was alive, the guy you were trying to prevent the resurrection of came back to life anyway, so you lost out completely. All you got were weapons and the adventure. You didn't get your sister, you didn't even get a satisfying ending. You got to visit Dracoth's room in another dimension to figure out he loved his master, and then a clone of him left behind by his power says thank you and disappears.
From there, Spirit proclaims you and it friends, and you take off on your next cat quest, which is nothing if you've done every side quest and beat every cave. But wait! There's New Game Plus!
Do you know what it contains?
Nothing new! Seriously, you just start the game again with the same armor, weapons, and levels that you ended your last game with. At this point, you are just speedrunning the game. See if you can beat our record of 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Give it your best shot. You get to experience the by-the-book story again, starting from your wreck, all the way to finding out your sister is an illusion all over again. There are no extra story bits, no extra side quests, nothing! It's the same underplayed, nothing matters story again!
Yeah, Cat Quest is a game that does nothing wrong and does what it set out to do, I guess, but it never takes any chances. There's no risk involved in the design of the game. It plays by the book, specifically the first few pages, and never grows up past that. It isn't a bad game, just a boring, repetitive, emotionless one.
Cat Quest takes few steps outside its comfort zone, and it could have been a great game for what it was. It even released on multiple platforms. Take advantage of your world made of cats and dragons. Don't let it be a copy-paste RPG game with little to do after beating it other than realize you used it to fill the time between major releases, but it didn't, so you have to move on to a different game now.
Yeah, I know the pain. At least we have the Star Allies demo.
The Sizzle Sword is the best power. Fight me. Hey, thanks for watching our review. If you enjoy our content, check out our other videos. Stay up to date with the Virtual Boys right here, or hype yourself up for the release of Star Allies with this video. Then follow us on all of our social media outlets. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time.